Hello, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and jelly spoons, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Game Dojo. I got inboxed this morning by 4 people, and we need to talk about something because my channel is by gamers for gamers. You guys know that. You've seen the Game Dojo. You know where you are. We are all things gaming, whether it be Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Sega, Atari. No matter what the console, we are all things gaming. But there is a dark cloud on the horizon of gaming, and you know what? I wasn't going to say anything about it, but I am going to say something about it because as a gamer, by gamers, for gamers, this really pisses me off. And it's the Gamer Awards. That's right. I'm going to speak on it. I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to speak on it because it totally pisses me off. The Gamer Awards are supposed to be the award show for the year for the games that came out for the previous year, to give those game developers, game makers, game producers, game studios the ability to be celebrated for their hard work and accomplishments in gaming for delivering to us those games for that year. Now, every other award show in the world does it the next year for the previous year because you need that full year to come into contention. And as we are still in 2024, I find it bullshit that one of the biggest games of 2024, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, cannot be even considered because it came out literally a few days ago. But we are still in 2024 when we talk about the Game Awards and all the games that came out in 2024. So it should be in contention for something. But because it was released at this point, it's not in a contention for something. And the funny point is, this happened to a lot of games last year and the year before and the year before, and I'm noticing that the Game Award show is no longer about celebrating gamers, the Game Awards, game companies, game manufacturers, but it's more of a brown-nosing, self-defecating, I don't even know what it is anymore. Half of it is musical productions, the other half is sponsored placement for things that nobody asked for, nobody wants, and nothing is celebrated by the gamers for the gamers. If you're doing a presidency, the people vote for the president, but the people didn't vote for these games to be considered games of the year. Companies, studios, money-backed entities voted for these. Why should we trust your opinion on what game gets chosen over what game? I see a lot of brown-nosing, self-sucking, and deprecation going on. Do you see what I'm talking about here? It's all inside the industry when it comes to these games being considered and pushed for contention of the year. I'm going to bring up Hogwarts Legacy. Over $1 billion, over $1 billion sold. And the funny part is the people have spoken on that game. No Gamer Award, no game nominee. Politics. Politics chose the delegation of how that game was honored. And here we are again, another year, and the Game Awards have come out, and one of the best games of the year just came out. It's not even in contention for anything because of the time it came out. Now, the award show could be held in January for 24, but they want to get that last digit revenue in December because that's where all that holiday money and everything comes in. So that's why they're doing it now instead of in 2025 for 2024, like every other award show in the world does. And it pisses me off because as a gamer, I don't watch this show anymore. As a gamer, I can't even invest in the show anymore because you're not by gamers for gamers anymore. You're by sponsored ads for sponsor ads, by companies for sponsored companies. You're blowing yourself. There you go. I said it. You're blowing yourself. That's all it is you guys are congratulating yourselves on being masters of the world, and you don't give a damn about gaming anymore. You forgot your patrons. You forgot the gamers, the people that support you with your dollars, that make these companies what they are. And you know what? You guys are going to die on that hill. You're going to find out. You're going to die on that hill. Now, what am I really talking about? I'm talking about, I just saw the Game of the Year nominees. Let's take a look at them, shall we? Can you all see those? Shadow of the Erd Tree. I love Elden Ring. Played Elden Ring. Absolutely amazing. Why did it not win last year? Why did it not win the year before? That is DLC. That is not a new game. That is DLC. But let's go back. Let's go back. Final Fantasy. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Rebirth. A remaster, a remake. Kind of a whole new game, but it's a remake of an old game. How long ago did Final Fantasy win the Game Awards? Oh, don't know? Yeah, there's a reason why. Let's keep looking. Balatro. What the fuck is Balatro? I don't know, but they're in huge contention for Game of the Year. Funny, all the games that I've played, and I've played hundreds, maybe even thousands this year, never heard of Balatro. One real choice, Black Myth Wukong. One real choice. Metaphor by Fantasio. And Astrobot by PlayStation. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I can go through from January to December and show you the games that came out. Some scored high, some scored low, but there definitely should be more of a category right here for Game of the Year. And you know what? That's what this video is about. So unfortunately, I'm going to give the finger to the Game Awards because it's all BS, and they're not gamers by gamers for gamers anymore. They're by dollars for dollars with dollars and companies, and they forgot the gamer. It is a gamer award show, and you've forgotten the gamers in it. What the hell is wrong with you guys? But this is the state of affairs. This is the sad state of affairs that we live in. And it's not just the game industry, the movie industry, the music industry. Everything has gone down shit's creek. And I feel bad that I am an old man that lived through the death of the greatest industries that I grew up on. And I never thought it would happen with gaming. But the funny part is, it's not over. Because Hogwarts Legacy is creating a sequel and they're still going. They weren't slighted by the backhand from the Game Awards. And then one of the biggest presentations they have, oh, we got Snoop Dogg, we got this and that, we have this musical presentation. It's not a movie award show. It's not a music award show. It's gaming. Everything in this award show, this is the one time a year where everything should be dedicated to gaming. The biggest industry in the world. And you guys can't even try to pretend to be gamers. And that's the really sad part. That is the really sad part. Is that gamers know real gamers when they see them. And none of you guys are real gamers. The people who are judging the games aren't real gamers. The people picking the games aren't real gamers. The people categorizing the games aren't real gamers. The people that are in contention, not real gamers. I would be surprised if any of the people in this show even played any of the games that are nominated in these categories at all. And it pisses me off as a gamer. So today, here on my game channel, we are going to celebrate my picks for Game of the Year. And we are going to choose here my game picks for Game of the Year. Because the Game Awards, you can blow yourself and enjoy yourself all you want and congratulate yourself on being masters of the world. But I tell you what, you're going to find out, just like Disney did, just like woke Hollywood did, just like the industry did, you're going to die on that hill. Because people are now starting to wake up and paying with their dollars. And you are going to learn people talk with their dollars, people show with their dollars, and then you're going to wonder why all these game studios like Helldivers and everything, you wonder why you're giving games people don't want to gamers who want to game in a life where stress is the only outlet is gaming. And you can't even deliver a simple day one game without a patch, a download, a refix, and an explanation for $100. And that's the sad state of gaming. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, join me today in the Game Dojo, and we're going to come across all platforms, including PC, for what we think are the best contenders for Games of the Year. And oh yes, Indiana Jones will be included in this category. You damn right. You damn Skippy. Because it's 2024. The game came out in 2024 and it should qualify. But we ain't gonna speak on that because I know damn well the release of this game could have been stalled and pushed back a few months ago. But it's funny how, you know, other people who had contentions for Game of the Year, you know, couldn't let that happen because they couldn't stand up next to a game like Indiana Jones. Politics. The one thing I never thought I would see in the gaming industry, but it literally is choking the life out of the game industry. So ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun the right way, because we're going to celebrate gamers by gamers for gamers today. So while they may be having their game award show, music award show, dance award show, Dancing with the Stars, Gaming with the Stars bullshit tomorrow, today we're having our award show the right way, celebrating the right games the right way. Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, Sega, Atari, all game makers, all game studios, Microsoft, all makers, all games will be considered. The only thing you need to be considered today here in the Game Dojo is that you came out in 2024. So ladies and gentlemen, let's buzz through these and let's start off, because I played almost every damn one of these, including the gamers. So let's talk about that. Black Myth Wukong, definitely a good game. Definitely a great game. Graphics wise, gameplay wise, Astrobot came out of nowhere. Absolutely amazing. People have been waiting forever to play that on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 exclusive, which I like because that makes you want to buy a PlayStation. But Xbox hasn't learned that, because Xbox takes all its exclusives and pushes it to other platforms too. The reason why you want people to buy your hardware is because you have that exclusive game. That means they can only get that game on your hardware. That makes them buy your hardware for your software, which thus drives up your game sales. A plus B equals C. It's funny how we live in a world today. Even if you want to put it on a bunch of different platforms, people have their own favorites. Almost everybody has a PlayStation and an Xbox. I don't know about that new $900 one, but everybody has one. But these studios that have gotten too big for their britches, these game makers, these people who are in control of the livelihood of gamers and gaming game fair, these awards, has become complete bullshit. And we're ending that today. So, first up, we got to go all the way back to January 2024. Happy New Year's. Let's start off the games that came out this year in 2024 in January. So ladies and gentlemen, back in January 2024, we had Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. That was January 18th. The Last of Us Remastered came out on PlayStation 5. Power World came out. Another Code Recollection came out. Immortality came out. Enshrouded came out. Apollo Justice came out. Tekken 8 came out. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth came out. And Silent Hill Short Message came out. Let's check out my favorite of just those games that came out in January.
Rain of fire! Keep running, Sargon! We must eliminate those Kushan archers.
You're now looking at Prince of Persia. This is gameplay of me actually playing Prince of Persia. This is on the Nintendo Switch. I could have got it on a bunch of different systems, but I absolutely love the Nintendo Switch. So the Nintendo Switch is where I was called. That's where I put it down. That's where I played.
How many did you get? I'll get out of your way so you can catch up.
You're now watching me bust The Last of Us Part 2. This was the remastered version that came out in January. Absolutely an amazing game. Wonderful graphics, wonderful story. I did not like that they killed Joel off, so let me start by telling y'all that from the beginning. I did not like that they killed my boy Joel off. That was probably the most crushing soul moment of my life playing The Last of Us. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this game was absolutely amazing. Painful, but amazing at the same time. I love playing it. I love the mechanics. I did not like that you killed Joel off.
Keep those infected.
I ain't over it yet. I ain't over it.
Damn, this thing.
Oh yeah, I was there day one when it came out. This was Tekken 8. I do like the ability Tekken 8 gave us. I like the gameplay. I unfortunately like Street Fighter 6 a little bit better than I did Tekken 8. But graphics wise, fighting wise, game wise, mechanic wise, Tekken 8 is absolutely an awesome game. If you haven't experienced it, you have to at least one time. Tekken 8 is definitely worth it. If you're a Tekken fan, if you are a fan of the fighting genre, Tekken 8 is definitely something you got to try at least once or twice. The game is absolutely amazing. And we put our thing down. We learned about it and we put our thing down. Tekken 8, definitely a great contender for fighting game. Mortal Kombat 1 came out around the same time, within the same few months as the same time as Tekken 8, and Street Fighter 6 came out around the same time within the same 6-month period. It was just insane that in 1 year we got Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Tekken all out again. Great, exactly. It was a great time to be a gamer.
Something could be going down in here that I don't know.
And
about.
of course,
And by all means, yes, that could happen.
bro,
Okay, how can I
just keep it down, bro. Y'all watching my gameplay of Power World. That's right. So I bust Power World too when it came out. Power World is that most infamous game right now that's being sued by Nintendo for Pokemon infringement and Pokemon mechanics. I'm not gonna lie, this game is the most Pokemon-esque game I've ever played in my entire life, and that includes Pokemon Shining, was it Pearl, Diamond and Pearl? Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a big Pokemon guy, but I am gonna say I did like Power World. I don't know about the slave system, but the game to me was an awesome game to play. It was just something nice to play. So those are the games I bust in January, and those are the games that I think should have at least been on the list, but because of a lot of scrutiny and politics, you ain't gonna see them on that list, and they're not on the list. Now, when it comes to February in 2024, February 2024 was stacked. We had Granberry Fantasy Rethink. That was for PC, PS4, PS5. We had Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We ain't even going to talk about that. That was for PS5. That was for, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to talk about that. We had Persona 3 Reload. That was really good. Foam Stars and Helldivers. We ain't even going to talk about. We know what happened with Helldivers. We know what happened with Helldivers. So we ain't going to say nothing about that. Banishers, Ghost New Eden, Tomb Raider Remastered. That came out for the Switch, PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. That Tomb Raider Remastered, Skull and Bones, I got the cards. I was still giving them out to people. We still ain't talked to nobody about the cards, but that Skull and Bones, I never got a chance to play that. I'm still trying to get a chance. I heard bad and good. Mario versus Donkey Kong, we bust that. Warhammer 40,000, we bust that. That was the Chaos Gate. Nightingale, never had a chance to bust it. Penny's Big Breakaway, never had a chance to bust it. Last Epoch, never busted. Bandletale, never busted. Pocket Card Jockey Ride-On, never busted. Splatoon 3, we busted it. Pendament, Brother, Tale of Two Sons, the remake, we busted the original. It's not really our game, so we didn't really want to do the remake. 2024 was the year of remakes. Like, we had a ton of remakes. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, one of the games of the year nominees. Anyway, let's jump into some gameplay that we did in February. All right, y'all hold right there. All right, so like I said before, we was talking about Tomb Raider Remastered. That was parts 1, 2, and 3 that came out. I got it for the Switch. Like I said, Switch just happens to be my system of choice. It's what I bust all the time. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I did get a chance to jump on all 3 parts and give my idea of just, you know what I'm saying, what I thought of it. It came in a collection of the 3 games. The 3 games was actually all together. I, for one, was not a fan of it, unfortunately, even though I did bust all 3. So we're going to move on to the next one. Another strong contender this year that came out was Mario versus Donkey Kong. Now, I am going to give it to Nintendo because Nintendo themselves has had an amazing release schedule this year. Nintendo has popped out a lot of first parties, a lot of third parties, a lot of independents this entire year. And to have nothing represented, absolutely nothing represented by Nintendo at the Game of the Year awards is an absolute tragedy. But that's what I was talking about from the beginning. They slight so many people and so many studios and so many games. Mario vs. Donkey Kong to me was an amazing game, and I absolutely loved it. The gameplay was simple. The graphics were nice and on point. I found it enjoyable. Some of the puzzles were really, really complicated at times. Maybe way too much than I would say for a kid, but I found hours of enjoyment in this game, and this game is absolutely awesome. Like I said, for Nintendo not to be represented at all from all the games they released, and they have a star-studded, action-packed year in 2024 of games they released, to have none of them even nominated, absolute travesty, absolute BS. Once again, like I said, I was out here busting everything I possibly could. Busting Splatoon 3 was an absolute dream for me. I love playing the game. Wonderful game, beautiful execution. The DLCs that came out for it was absolutely amazing. Once again, like I said, another Nintendo slight for the year, which should not have been. This was an amazing pack that came out, yet no representation, no acknowledgement, and it's sad because the fans, this is supposed to be about the fans, the time for the fans, the time for the companies, the makers, the devs, but nobody is celebrated because everybody is slighted, and it's just a smack to the face for... It astounds me. It really does. I know. Think about these star-studded, all-action-packed rosters, and we're only going into the 3rd month for 2024. Now, in 2024, in March, we had the Thermatog, we had WWE 2K24, not even on the list. Expedition Mud Runner game, Valiant Hearts Coming Home, Unicorn Overlord, Contra Operation Gulaga, or Galaga, however you say that, GYLT for Switch that came out. You have Star Wars Battlefront Collection, Hi-Fi Rush, The Lightyear Frontier, Alone in the Dark, yeah, that came out. Final Fantasy XIV, Horizon Forbidden West, that was March 21st for PC when it came out. That definitely should have been on the list. Princess Peach Showtime, another first-party brand new property for Nintendo. Princess Peach Showtime came out, smashed, did millions of dollars in sales, not even considered. Like I said, there is no Nintendo game even considered on this list. No Nintendo at all. Like, that kind of slight pisses me off when it comes to the Game Awards, because the Game Awards, pun intended, is just a game now. Dragon's Dogma 2. Come on, PlayStation 5, PS, Xbox, March 22nd. Come on, Dragon Dogma 2. Yo, come on. The Legend of Legacy HD Remastered. That was actually really good. Palea, Ender Magnolia, South Park Snow Day. Oh my God, that game was hot. But, you know, I don't think a South Park game would ever be nominated because of the content. But it's a game, an enjoyable game, and we did put it out there. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into some of the gameplay for March that we busted. Dude, look at the graphics. Look at the work put into just a South Park game. Look at the level of detail. I'll turn it up so you can even hear it. It's actually voiced too. Like I said, all of this is coming from my YouTube channel because I busted all these games. Look at this, bro. And this is a South Park game. South Park Snow Day. If you haven't played it, it's an amazing game. I loved it all the way through from beginning to end. If you ever want to be a part of South Park, this is the best way of putting yourself into it. Now, this one is basically, believe it or not, this is more like a Dungeons and Dragons version of South Park. If you ever played the other South Park games, the like turn-based and role play, this one is more of a Dungeons and Dragons version of South Park. Amazing game, though. And of course, we got that DLC, that Forbidden West DLC for this beautiful game. If you don't know what you're looking at, that's Aloy. Tell me, you guys. Tell me you know what this game is. Even before we got into that DLC, tell me you knew what this game was. Y'all ain't know what this game was? Horizon, Zero Dawn, and then they came out with Forbidden West DLC. Absolutely amazing game. And if y'all putting DLC out there and remasters out there in the Game Awards, why wasn't this one considered? Ladies and gentlemen, another game Nintendo dropped on us. And this is what I'm saying. Nintendo put in work for 2024. To not be acknowledged for that work and effort, the makers, the devs, the studios, the develop, like, come on, that's such bullshit to me. Like, Nintendo was dropping across the board. The only company that consistently dropped across the board all year long, not just second and third party and indies, but first party games too. This is Princess Peach Showtime. They was all across the board on this. And this game is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, and this was one of their brand new IPs they was doing. Like, this is awesome. But to not give them any credit for this type of game and level and design, once again, like I said, absolute travesty. I know y'all thought I was gonna let y'all leave without a transformation, but nah, y'all gonna see a transformation. I ain't letting y'all leave without a transformation. This is hot. You gonna love this. Watch this. Check this out. Bro, they killed it. If you have not played this game and you have a Nintendo Switch, I urge you, pick this game up and play it. This game is amazing. All you girl gamers out there, I'm not trying to say girl gamers just play girl games. I am a guy gamer and I enjoyed this game, but I'm saying this appeals to all the little girls out there in the world. This Princess Peach Showtime is absolutely an amazing game to play. Positive female role model. It puts Princess Peach in a positive light. She's normally not center stage when it comes to these games. This is a game that you want to support. This is a game that you want to play. This is a game that I spent hours in and had tremendous fun in. Can be completely frustrating at times, but I absolutely love this game. And this is just another flex from Nintendo throughout the year of 2024. And for them not to be acknowledged, I will say that again, is an absolute travesty. Now, I know what you're saying. You're like, wait a minute. Were all of these games even nominated? No, they weren't even thought about. And coming up in the month of April, you had Dave the Diver, Freedom Planet 2, Grounded, Final Fantasy 16, Rising Tide. That was that DLC. No Rest for the Wicked. You had Eluden Chronicles, 100 Heroes. You had Tales of Kazera. You had Megaton Musashi, Another Crab Treasure, Saga Emerald Beyond, Sandland, Stellar Blade, Top Spin 2K25, and Sea of Thieves. Like I'm saying, every month had games. Since COVID, this year has delivered a lot of games. To not be considered for the game of the year, like, why was none of these even put into any kind of contendership? It's a slight and a smack in the face of real gamers, game studios, and game developers. I appreciate the hell out y'all. I play the hell out y'all games. I buy the hell out y'all games. I play the hell out y'all games. Whether they good or bad, we give them a shot and we try them out. By gamers, for gamers, because we appreciate what you guys do in the studio for us. Let's jump into some of the April gameplays that we bust on some of these games. All right, y'all checking out Grounded now. Ever wanted to be a part of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Ever want to be shrunk down and be put in the backyard? Ever want that level of fun and excitement where you're the size of an ant walking around in a gigantic world? Grounded has it for you. This game here to me is absolutely amazing as an adventure, amazing with imagination and wonderment. This is the game that when I saw Honey, I Shrunk the Kids back in the day, this is the game I wish they had, because being able to do the things that you can do in this game, being able to see the things that you can see in this game it's beyond. It's absolutely beyond. Gigantic ants, gigantic bees and creatures, gigantic Oreo and oatmeal pie cookies, little tiny puddles that become a lake to you. Old school games. There's throwbacks to like little arcades. There's even a Castle Grayskull where He-Man was. Like another thing. This game's ingenuity, this invention, the imagination, the ability. Like, why wasn't this one, another one, even thought of in contendership as even a nominee? You don't have to win. You could at least give them credit as a nominee. A lot of work went into this game. Grounded is an amazing game. If you have not played it, I urge you to give it a try. This game is amazing. It brings you back to your childhood treasures and your childhood wonderment and adventure. The sense of adventure in this game is amazing. The things you find just by exploring. This game rewards explorership, and there's just so many things you can find by wandering around. And this game is amazing. I loved it. I love playing it. I love the gameplay. I love the design. I love all that was put into this game. This was Grounded. Next up was Stellar Blade. Now, Stellar Blade to me was absolutely amazing because I absolutely downloaded the wrong two games before I found Stellar Blade. I saw Stellar Blade in a trailer and I was like, oh, that looks awesome. I want to play it. I accidentally downloaded Hellblade, and then I ended up doing Hellblade 1 and Hellblade 2. And then I found out, I was like, hey, this ain't the game that I thought I saw. And what it ended up being was I ended up with two more amazing games, Hellblade 1 and Hellblade 2, Senua's Sacrifice. And then I had to go back and actually download Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is, to me, I love the story. I love the graphics. I found it amazing. Once again, it's a game that's not talked about. It wasn't in contendership for anything this year. It didn't even get nominated, but I understand why. This game had a lot of political problems surrounding it when it came out. It had a lot of bad talk, a lot of problems. People didn't like the they call it toxic masculism, whatever, and they didn't like that the female was well drawn and pretty, because that's another thing this year that we had to get into is, for some reason, you can't be a pretty female when it comes to games. In games, for some reason, they have to have very square and rugged looks, and I don't know why they changed that. Like, if I'm playing a game, there's nothing wrong with a beautiful female. I mean, I would say 45 to 50% of dudes who play games, they pick the female characters because they are. I mean, that make a beautiful female character. I got news for you guys. There are beautiful women in the world. Like, it happens. Yeah. What's wrong with them being in the game? This is fantasy. This is enjoyment. This is something that we're going into. And I absolutely loved it. People hated it, but I absolutely loved it. And once again, we get into the woke politics of the world, which also take presence in the game, because the games also reflect the real world politics. And I hate that. This is a game. This is supposed to be escapism. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be what we're here for, but it really wasn't. And I hate when they take real life politics and put them into games, because that's not what we're here for. We're here for an escape. Our lives, we have real politics that we go through, real stresses. When we come to these games, we're looking for an escape. And if escapism can't be found in the games because you want to make everything wokeified with real politics and real world, then what are we escaping from? It's no longer an escape. And unfortunately, a lot of games fell short with that. Unfortunately, one of the games that I was talking about that fell really short with that, a lot of people hated, was Saints Row. Saints Row, that new one, a lot of people hated the woke politics in this game, and that really destroyed any chance of this game doing well at all. I got my copy for $10. Y'all see that? Yeah. But that's just what I'm talking about when real world politics take place in games. Now, when May came around, and we're going to talk about the 5th month. Look at all the games we went through already, and we're only talking about the 5th month. This is all 2024. 2024 May held Endless Ocean, which a lot of people was waiting to see for that, Luminous. Hades 2, that was the early access for PC. V Rising, Homeworld 3, Braid Anniversary Edition. Ghost of Tsushima, PC. Big release. Lorelei and Laser Eyes, Senua Saga Hellblade 2. That's what I was just talking about. You just heard me. That's what I was talking about. X Defiant, System Clock, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. Another Nintendo. Do you see that? Every month Nintendo was dropping. Every month Nintendo was dropping bars, and there's no love, no mention, no nominees, nothing. Game Awards, you guys suck. System Shock. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 that came out. That was hot. The Rogue Prince of Persia edition that came out for PC. Multiversus is another game that came out with all your favorite characters. Aster Blade Monolith and F124. So let's jump into some of the gameplay that we did for the month of May. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we was out there. This was Ghost of Tsushima. We suited up, we put our sword on, we had our rice hat. We did everything we possibly could. This game is a beautiful game, a wonderful story, absolutely amazing. For this game not to be mentioned in contendership for any nominees or any awards makes me angry. This game is absolutely amazing. And once again, great story, great concept. This game,
I'm quicker. I'll stay out of his reach.
This game had so much to offer, and for it to not even be mentioned, for it not to be nominated, is horrible. I loved every single last moment of my gameplay in this game. It could be quite frustrating and hard at times, but Ghost of Tsushima not even being mentioned, not even being nominated, really makes me angry. But that's the point I'm trying to make. So many wonderful games came out this year and nobody paid attention to it. This was the PC version, and that was a gigantic release because people on PC had been waiting to play Ghost of Tsushima for a very long time. And this port was an amazing effort put forth by all the studios involved.
Please, I just want my brother back.
I'll help you find him after I save my uncle. I promise.
They're holding your uncle inside.
This was Senua's Sacrifice Hellblade 2. Another amazing game. The reason why I got part 1 and part 2 at the same time is because I was looking for Stellar Blade and I got the wrong game. But as I started playing Hellblade 2, I realized that I wanted to know what Hellblade 1 was. I wanted to know where the story was from part 1 that led into 2. Because the instant I started playing Hellblade 2, I was hooked in this game. I like the mental aspects. I like the graphical aspects. I like the fighting, the concept, the story. Everything to me was on point. So at the same time I was playing Hellblade 2, well, I still am because I haven't beaten both games. I started playing Hellblade 1 as well. So I'm currently playing both games as well as Stellar Blade. And it's funny because I only came across these games because I was trying to download Stellar Blade. That was the bad part. But I ended up getting these two amazing games on it. And Hellblade 2 and 1, I know sometimes people are like 1 is better than 2 and this one and that one. I absolutely love both of them. And both of them to me are absolutely amazing. I don't see them as separate. I see them as part of one story. And if you're into great storytelling, if you're into great gaming concepts, Hellblade 1 and 2 is something worth playing. You're looking at gameplay from my actual channel, from me playing it. It took me a minute to learn the game mechanics and the gameplay and the fighting, but once I learned the fighting, I was pretty good. Next up, no surprise, another month, another Nintendo first-party exclusive. Paper Mario, the 7-year door or the 1,000-year door. This game, another Nintendo. I've never played Paper Mario before. This game got me into Paper Mario, and then I had to get the Origami King. Nintendo has done so much this year, and to not be acknowledged for the strives that they made this year is horrible. And like I said, it's deplorable that they weren't even considered any of the games they put out for the Game Awards, which is supposed to be acknowledging things like this. One of the biggest things like this. But this is why we're doing this here today, because we showing y'all that a lot more games that came out this year that was represented and acknowledged need to be acknowledged. This is Paper Mario, the 1,000-year door, and this game is absolutely awesome. I'm still currently playing it. I'm about maybe 23 hours in. Once again, you're looking at my gameplay from my actual channel on YouTube. Go out there and support me, y'all. Like and subscribe. Give me a sub. I want to do this as a business. I want to do this full time so I can get paid and entertain y'all at the same time. You're looking at Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. This is that DLC that came out. They released DLC packs a lot over the last 2 years for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. This is before Sparking Zero came out.
sit back and just watch the animation. Like this is.
Yeah, I was busting this live. That was such a good night. Such a good night and an experience. And if you're wondering where I'm going through this list, I'm actually going through this list from actual Game Rant site. These are actual month-by-month releases of the games all year long, from January all the way down. You can actually go on their site and look. This is Game Rant. And the funny part is, this is one of the studios involved in the Game Awards. So for y'all not to be saying nothing or even speaking up about these Johns, I don't know. That's making me kind of iffy. So that's going to take me right to June. Yeah, I wanted to show y'all that so y'all know that I wasn't play pimping. This is a legit list. This literally came from one of the studios that's involved in the Game of the Year performance. And for none of these to even be acknowledged, knowing that you have these at your disposal, I don't know. What are the attributes that make even a nominee for Game of the Year? Anyway, we got Destiny 2, The Final Shape. This is June. That was June 4th. Star Wars Hunters, mobile and Switch. That game hit. Not too many things have been scoring for Star Wars at that time. That game hit. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That game fell a little bit short. It wasn't what people wanted. It still came out. Darker and Darker, V Rising, PS5. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. That came out for PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, XSS, S, and S. That's a lot of letters, Xbox. Y'all need to chill on that shit. Monster Hunter Stories came out. Oh, yes. Great game. PC, PS4, and Switch. Elder Scrolls Online, Gold Road, PC, Xbox, PS. That was June 18th. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, DLC, PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, SXX, XS. That's a lot of letters, Xbox. I'm just going to say Xbox. Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble. I ain't a Monkey Ball guy, but that came out on Switch. Switch, I told you, Nintendo was putting it down. This is another month. Now you've seen June. So that's 6 months in a row. Every month Nintendo dropped games. Every month. For half of the year so far. And then we got Beyond Good and Evil 20th anniversary for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, just Xbox. Let's just say Xbox and Switch. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, another game dropped. Nintendo, first party game, again, Nintendo. 6 months in a row. Every month they dropped a game. Every month. Then you have Spy X Anya Operation Memories. So let's jump into some of the gameplay for June that we put up. This game was exciting. It's a 4v4, kind of like Fortnite, and you know what I'm saying, like what everybody does, and everybody knows by now, you've played a 4v4. This is with Star Wars characters. We squatted up online a bunch of the times with me and my boy Elvin, and we was out here. This game has an excitement to it when you play online. Even offline, it has some abilities. I wish it would have had a story mode. That would have been actually hot. But it also, I'm not a dude that plays online with a bunch of people, so I'm not a 4v4 dude or 8v8 or 6v6. But this game made me feel like I could wreck shot online. Like I was out here day one, brother was out here squatting, doing his thing, and it made me feel good. I ain't gonna lie. This game has great graphics, great sound design. Everything on it was actually pretty damn awesome, and I love the experience. I love the time. I love the ability. I loved everything that I was doing, and it really made me feel like I had an experience that I haven't had before. And I was playing this on Nintendo Switch. When I unlocked my Sith Lord, Reva, that's when this game became so much more. If you haven't had a chance to play this game is really fun. I recommend trying. If you haven't had a chance to play this game, I recommend trying at least once or twice. It's fun. Every once in a while, I'll jump in and jump online and see who out there squatting and see what we can put down. I got some skills to pay the bills. Only with my Sith, though. Only with my Sith Lord. But yeah, this is Star Wars Hunter. Monster Hunter Stories, another game.
You jump. So, you're not scared, huh?
I actually enjoyed this game. I enjoyed the gameplay. I played Monster Hunter World Iceborne with all the DLCs. I played Monster Hunter Rise. I love the Sunbreak editions and the DLCs also as well. I had never played Stories. Stories to me was an amazing addition to my collection. I'm currently still playing it. I'm still having fun with it. I like the gameplay. I like the animation style. Once again, I'm enjoying these things. Like I said, this was on, I got it on Nintendo. Nintendo has consistently, if I could come up with one word for the year, Nintendo has consistently put forth effort this entire year with games and dropping on a schedule. Now, on top of that, remember, they still did their online, they still did their other exclusives and stuff like that, but Nintendo put their things down. This was Monster Hunter Stories, and I enjoyed playing it. I really did. It's actually absolutely awesome. You can go on my channel and check out some of the gameplay. This was Monster Hunter Stories. Ladies and gentlemen, I could always play this game. This is the most frustrating, most death-filled game I've ever played in my entire life. I have more than 1,800 deaths in this game, but it is a labor of love. I've rage quit many times, and I've always come back to play again, again, and again. And when they announced the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC, as much as I hated, I came back and I started playing. This is Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. And yes, we are Elden Lords, and yes, we still wear our ring around our neck. The graphics, the story, this game is amazing, but on the same token, I absolutely hate the troll. And just this game is just one of the hardest games I've ever played in my entire life. Yeah. Awesome game, absolutely awesome game. And I can't wait to finish the rest of the DLC. Amazing game, absolutely amazing game. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, DLC. Another thing that, since they're doing DLCs and remasters and contention, this should have been mentioned as well, but it was, well, I think it is mentioned in one of the Game of the Year contenders, but still, this is definitely on my list. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Like I said, Nintendo, if there's one word I can say about Nintendo for the year of 2024, I'm gonna say is consistency. They consistently dropped bows all across the year. And you know what? They deserve to be recognized for that. They do. And it's not enough. When it comes to the Game Awards, they weren't mentioned. They weren't nominated, they weren't recognized. Nintendo put their thing down this year for 2024. And if they won't recognize you, we will here at Gamer Nation. So from Gamer Nation, deep within the heart of gamer country, Nintendo, we acknowledge the effort. We acknowledge the ability. We acknowledge what you did this year in 2024. You are not just nominated, you are one of the winners of 2024 in the Games of the Year category. This game is so much fun. I played the original and I still have it on my DS, but this game is so much damn fun. So much damn fun, guys. It's worth it. If you have a Switch, this is one of the games I would recommend buying. You could probably get it on sale now because it's around Christmas time. This is a game I would recommend getting, especially if you have Luigi's Mansion 3. Told y'all think I was play pimping. I told you, we are only in the 7th month, July, and do you see how many games came out this year? None of them mentioned in contendership for Game of the Year. None of them nominated. None of them even brought to the Game Awards, quote unquote Game Awards. Nah, we celebrating them here at Gamer Nation. We celebrating real games, real gamers, real effort. And Nintendo, 7 months in a row, every month a drop. Every month a drop. Who has consistency like that? Honestly. So in the month of July, we got The First Descendant, Final Fantasy XIV, Dawn Trail. Zenless Zone Zero, The Legends of Heroes, Trails Through the Daybreak, Once Human, Ace Combat 7, that was that Maverick DLC. Nobody Wants to Die, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fate, Dungeons of Hittenberg, Flintlock, Siege of the Dawn, Nintendo World Championships, NES, another Nintendo drop exclusive, 7 in a row every month. EA Sports College Football, the new Denpa Men, Earth Defense 6, and Thrasher. Let's jump into some of that July gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we suited up again for that Ace Combat 7 Maverick DLC, and we did it live. We had our helmet, we had our flight stick, we had our yaw. Yo, and if you're wondering what I was talking about when I say flight stick and yaw, hold on, I should be able to show y'all, be able to lift it up. This John right here, that's right. Yaw, flight stick, jaw, yeah. When we play, we play. Yeah, we did our thing. This DLC was absolutely amazing.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
See if I can't show you some of the actual gameplay. Yeah, we was out here. Once again, all this gameplay is up on my channel, y'all. Go check it out. Support your boy. We do all things gaming. We are Gamer Nation in the heart of gamer country, y'all. This is that TMNT Splintered Fate. I didn't really like this game all that much, and to be quite honest, we had like 20 Ninja Turtle games released over the past year and a half. Like, it's so much, so many DLCs, so many games. There are so many Ninja Turtle games, bro. Like, you have no idea. The Cowabunga collection, Shredder's Revenge. There's just been so many so many TMNT games that when this one came out, I mean, I was okay playing it, but to be quite honest, I was kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtled out by this time. Now I know what you're saying. You're like, damn, bro, that's a lot of games, and we only in August, the 8th month. But this is my point I'm trying to make. So many more games came out than what people are being made known with the Game Awards, and it's making me angry. It literally is driving me bananas that they would slight so many game studios and so many game makers and so many game developers. In the month of August, we had Thank Goodness You're Here, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, we ain't even gonna talk about that, World of Goo 2, Creatures of Ava, Cat Quest 3, Storm World Heist 2, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Black Myth Wukong, Dustboard, Concord, Harvest Moon, Home Sweet Home, WoW The War Within, The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, Castlevania The Dominus Collection, Emio the Smiling Man, the Famicom Club Edition. Y'all know about that, John. Vision of Mana, Vampire Survivors, Star Wars Outlaws, ain't even gonna talk about that. And Shadow of the Dam, hella remastered. It's so many games that I played in the month of August. I'm just gonna pick one. Otherwise, this video gonna be like 5 hours long. So let's pick one and jump in. Kena Bridge of Spirits. Great game, great design, great story. Another game that was absolutely amazing in every form of aspect. Another game not talked about, another game slighted, another game not even heard of, another game not even mentioned. And it had some great DLC. All right. We doing it up. Moving on to the 9th month. That's right, September. September, I'm going to burn through these real quick. We got the casting of Frank Stone. Forgot about that one. That was like a prequel to Dead by Daylight. Quidditch Championships. Haven't played. Gotta cop that. Age of Mythology. Astrobot. NBA 2K25. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2. Yars Rising. Vampire Masquerade. The Reckoning of New York. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, Test Drive Unlimited, Solar Crown, Funko Fusion at Funko Pop game. Hard as hell, but Final Fantasy 16, the Plucky Squire. I just got into that recently. My brother Phil got me into that. Enotoria, The Last Song, Dead Rising, the Deluxe Remastered, God of War Ragnarok on PC. Finally, PC got another God of War. Absolutely amazing. Frostpunk 2, Aura, History Untold, Pal World for PS5, Epic Mickey Rebrushed, Greedfall 2, Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, The Adventures of 9 months straight, Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, 9 months, every month a drop from Nintendo. Baltro, that bullshit game of the year that's for mobile, that shouldn't even be considered. Earth Defense Force, World Brothers 2, EA Sports FC 25, Starfield Shattered Space. Not that I'm speaking down on mobile gaming or mobile gamers. You guys are cool. Mobile gaming is cool. But when we're talking about the Game Awards, we're talking about AAA, high developed games. And unfortunately, I mean, I love Mario Kart on my phone. I love PUBG on my phone, but we ain't doing phone. This is a different platform, a different stage. You guys are still celebrated. You could be celebrated right along with everything else. I just, Balatro, nah, bro. Sorry. All right, so let's jump into some of the gameplay for this month. All right, starting things off with casting of Frank Stone. Your boy was out here.
Clean. I like the way it looks.
Your boy was out here. I enjoyed it. Casting of Frank Stone, the prequel to Dead by Daylight.
Black cop, black cop, black cop.
Of a man, Harlan just goes where
Stop
he pleases.
shooting the people you don't get paid or not.
A dog, Doberman Pinscher. Best friend a fella could ask for. Loyal to the center.
That was a Doberman picture?
Trust him all, I trust myself.
That growling, snarling beast? Oh, wait a minute, hold up. I need to ask you a few questions. Serious concern. You had a dog for security for the...
Yeah, I had fun playing this game too. The casting of Frank Stone, this is the prequel to Dead by Daylight. Shows you how we ended up in that universe and how things got to that point. Amazing game, great gameplay. I enjoyed myself immensely. We had a chance to bust that Funko Fusion. Funko Fusion, amazing game. If you have Funko Pops, if you're a Funko fanatic, this game is amazing. I was able to bust the Thing in here. Hot Fuzz with Nicholas Angel. I love the fact it's got Back to the Future. It's got a lot of different universes in it. The game can be frustrating and very hard at times, but it's another game that came out of nowhere that I think should be celebrated. I mean, Elden Ring is frustratingly horrible and trolls you and kills you in 1,000 different ways. But this game, I think, also should have been recognized or nominated. But once again, you have another bunch of games that are not talked about, not seen, not even mentioned in the Game Awards. This is Funko Fusion, and I absolutely liked it. I had fun.
Steel, though.
Waited forever to get this game. This is God of War Ragnarok 2. This is the God of War sequel on PC. God of War Ragnarok. Amazing game, amazing story. How can you not like Kratos? Once again, like I said, if they're going to do remasters and DLCs and acknowledge them, why can you not acknowledge this when it came to PC? This game is absolutely wonderful on its PC port. The studio did an amazing job. All the people who worked on the project and the game developers, I salute your entire team. You guys from Gamer Nation in the heart of gaming country out here in my game dojo, you guys are another Game of the Year contender in my heart and in my mind. You guys did your thing. This is the PC version of God of War Ragnarok. We also did that Disney's Epic Mickey rebrush that came out. We did it for the Switch as well. Like I said, 9 months straight, and every month a Nintendo drop. Every single last month a Nintendo drop. First party, second party, third party, and independent. They all dropped every single last month for Nintendo. This is Epic Disney Mickey rebrushed. Like I said, Nintendo, one of the words you will hear from me is consistency. And when it comes to game developing, game dropping, and game release dates, out of Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, Nintendo this year has been the most consistent when it comes to game dropping.
What the hell was that?
Another game that came out of nowhere to me. I had never played the original. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop.
It's Mr. Fitzgibbon.
Like I said, there has been a ton of games not talked about, not recognized, not acknowledged, and it makes me angry. And for all, nothing more than just gaming politics and small minds, and just like I said, people's own personal agendas. Once again, had fun with the game, had fun with the gameplay. I'm still currently playing it. How can you not love a game? Zombies, beautiful women, chainsaws, it's got it all. I didn't expect that to rhyme. I didn't expect all of that to rhyme. Bars. The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Another Nintendo drop. Like I said, consistency. Nintendo consistently dropped games the entire year. Every damn month. And to not be acknowledged, to not be nominated, to not be brought up in name and contention for anything is a travesty, but it goes to show you agendaship and agendas when it comes to the Gamer Awards. Who can deny that? Name another game studio, console-wise, Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation, that consistently dropped a game every single last friggin' month in 2024. Every single last month. Give Nintendo its credit. Give Nintendo its credit. Give Nintendo its props. You can say what you want to. I do love Xbox. I do love PlayStation. But Nintendo put their damn thing down in 2024. And to not be acknowledged for any of it, Game Awards, y'all deserve to rot in hell for that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I know what y'all saying. You're like, damn, bro, you went through a lot of games. That's right. And that's the point I'm trying to make. There are so many more games that should have been mentioned in any name of contention for Game of the Year and be nominated. But they were all slighted. And this is what I hate. And this is why I will not support and I will not watch that gaming bullshit awards, because it's not by gamers. It's not for gamers. It's not for gaming companies. It's not for anybody in the facet of gaming. It's just for big corporations to suck themselves off and feel great about being masters of the world. And it makes me angry. I think you should be required to be a gamer and play a game in front of audiences to even present an award. There should be a clip of you playing the game or a game of contendership. So anyway, the month of October, Batman Arkham Shadow, that came out for the MetaQuest. That's right. They even started doing VR this year. Predator Hunting Grounds, PS5, SSX, SX, Xbox, way too many fucking letters. Way too many letters. Throne and Liberty, Until Dawn, that remake that came out for PC and PS5, October 4th. NHL 25, SpongeBob SquarePants, the Patrick Star game. Silent Hill 2, that remake, absolutely wonderful. Why isn't that talked about? Why isn't that? Y'all gonna do remakes and DLC. Why isn't Silent Hill talked about? Oh no, we can't have that. Diablo 4, Vessel of the Hatred, Metaphor, Refantasio, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Why no mention? That game is freaking fantastic. Graphics wise, story wise, gameplay wise, no mention. That's what I'm talking about. New World Anthem, Darksiders 2, Death Initiative Edition, Neva, A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead. I played the game. I died. Great game. I always wanted to be in the Quiet Place movie, but Animal Well, Unknown 9, The Awakening, Blind Fire, Super Mario Party Jamboree, consistency. Now we're in the 10th month. Every single last month, Nintendo has dropped a game. Mario Party, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Every damn month, Nintendo has dropped. Every damn month. Why is nobody talking about that? Oh, because that's not the agenda. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed, another Ninja Turtle game. I said it, and I don't know if y'all was listening, but for the past year and a half, we got like 25 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games. I am Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtled out. I never thought I would ever say that in my entire life. I probably have all 25 of them And it's just way too much Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, guys. Look, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love TMNT. I love the properties. I love Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael. But y'all need to chill. Space that shit out. It's way too many TMNT games. No More Room in Hell 2, Alan Wake 2, DLC, The Lake House. Not the one from the movie. Fae Farm, absolutely great game. Fear the Spotlight, Terminator, Survivors, With Windblown, Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, Yakuza, Kiwami. I probably murdered that. Sorry about that. Nordics, Sonic's X Shadow Generations, another amazing drop. No mention of it anywhere. Call of Duty 6, Black Ops, no mention of it in the Game Awards. What a surprise. Life is Strange, Double Exposure, no mention of it. Great game. What a surprise. Phasmophobia, Red Dead Redemption coming to PC. No talk about that, but y'all can talk about remasters and DLCs, right? No talk about it. That's all right. It is what it is. Pokemon Trading Game Pocket. That's a mobile game. I see they put a lot of mobiles in this year. Blasphemous 2, Mea Culpa DLC, Dragon Age, The Veil Guard. Why no mention of Dragon Age at all? Why? Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Another remaster, but y'all ain't gonna mention that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into just a little bit of gameplay for October because there's so many damn games, we can't do them all. And like I said, I'm just showing it. 2 months left. November and December. 2 months left. Hang in there. We almost done. But this is proving the point that I was trying to make.
No detail too small.
Until Dawn. That's right.
A delight to play.
That remaster, guys. Until Dawn.
To all of you Pavlovian panic. and all that
My boy Remy.
cool, score galore, fake bodies. I mean,
My boy Rami Malek.
and no retakes. Nope. Only double takes. Oh, you should have seen your faces. Hook, line, and sinker for every little stinker.
Josh, why are we doing this?
Yeah, don't even ask this squirrely little runt. He's got no clue. He's out of his fuck.
We're going to jump right into the next one, Silent Hill 2, that remake. Another game I don't know was not talked about, was not even mentioned, was not even nominated. The people who remade this and did this game did a great job graphics-wise. I mean, it's basically the same story as the original Resident Evil 2, but there was no mention of this. And this game is slamming. This game is absolutely amazing. The people who put the hours, the effort, and the time, the game developers, the game makers, the studios, all the teams represented should be talked about in these endeavors, but they're not. And this is the point that a game awards is supposed to do. They're supposed to acknowledge these attributes, but they don't do it. So many studios, so many devs get slighted, and it's not fair. But this is the reason why we're doing what we're doing today, so that you guys understand how many people were slighted. This is Silent Hill 2, the remake. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Why there was no mention of this is beside me. Just look for yourself. Graphic, gameplay wise, mechanic wise. Why was there no mention of this at all? No nomination, no speak. Think of the accolades involved into this game. Think of the studio heads. Think of the teams. Think of all the people that worked on this game to bring it to light and to fruition. Think of the fan service that went into this. But I don't think they care about fans anymore. At least when it comes to the Game Awards.
You're stronger than those deities now. Saiyans are the ultimate symbol of the failure of mankind. By taking Goku's flesh, I have assumed both sins of mortal kind.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, another game that came out that was absolutely amazing, that was not talked about, is A Quiet Place. I think it's like The Survival Ahead or The Date Ahead or The Road Ahead or Day One or something. But yeah, that happened. That beautiful movie that everybody talked about, The Quiet Place Part 3. I don't like Part 1 and Part 2. But it gave you a chance of being inside of a movie, A Quiet Place. Great graphics, great story, great development. Once again, another amazing game slighted. Another studio slighted. Another development team slighted. Not even talked about, not even mentioned. And I absolutely thought these graphics and the level and the design was absolutely amazing. What y'all thought I was gonna let y'all leave without seeing a creature attack from A Quiet Place? My boys, this is Gamer Nation. We game, therefore we are gamers. This is the heart of gamer country. Y'all came here for gaming. Gaming is what you're gonna see. Gaming is what is put down. So yeah, I ain't gonna let y'all watch A Quiet Place without no creature attack. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. Yeah, he gone. He gone. He gone. He gone. The Road Ahead, that was the name of it. Super Mario Party Jamboree, another Nintendo drop. 10 months straight. Every month a Nintendo drop.
Oh, why you gotta use your double dice? Just because I used mine, Monty Mole? That was a nice roll, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I did a 13, you did a 15. Damn, bro. You up there with Donkey Chong.
Donkey Chong?
Did I say Donkey Chong? Donkey Chong. Donkey Chong. Right now I'm behind. I'm behind. Aw, man, I wanted to use my pipe.
Pause.
Pause. Big pause. Treasure divers. What's the game? As long as I beat Donkey Kong, I'm fine. As long as I beat Donkey Kong, we aight. Yo, Shy Guy, you gotta stop that, bro.
Of course, I gotta show y'all that Red Dead Redemption they dropped out, that remastered John. Yeah. Like I said, bro, there was so much that came out this year. It was the year of remasters and remakes and reimaginings. But bro, y'all have no idea.
You must be John Moss.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends.
Skip a little forward so I can see some of the horse riding and some of their bills. Yeah, this game was absolutely amazing. Well, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I got the horses in the back, and the horse stock is attached, and hat is matted black, and boots are at the match. And we gonna stop. Hang in there, ladies and jelly spoons. We almost done. We are up to the month of November, and Nintendo is surprisingly, refreshingly dropped every single last month. They've dropped a game. I haven't seen nobody else do that. So let's run through the games for November. We got Metal Slug Tactics. We got Death Note Killer Within. We got Planet Coaster 2, Mario and Luigi Brothership, Bars, Nintendo again. 11 months straight. Metro Awakening, Goat Simulator Remastered, Slitterhead, Rise of the Golden Idol, Tetris Forever, Temtem Swarm, Warcraft Remastered, Warcraft 2 Remastered, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remastered. It's a lot of D's. Pause. Skydance Behemoth, Lego Horizon Adventures, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Towers of Agsabahabaha, My Sims Cozy Bundle, Life is Strange Double Exposure for the Switch, Stalker, Hearts of Chernobyl, Genshin Impact, Star Wars Outlaws, Nine Souls, Trombone Champ, MXGP Official Game, and WAN Project. Now, I can do... You know what? I'm just going to show you Mario and Luigi Brothership. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen...
I'm assuming you can't go in the water.
Nintendo has consistently dropped games
Big ass rocks
all year long. Every month on the month Nintendo has dropped. That is credit where credit is due.
It's kind of like cell shaded. I like it. It's as if Telltale did a Mario game. I know it's not Marionette that's doing the voices.
Get you into a little fight so you can see some of the fight mechanics. Which, ladies and gentlemen, brings me down to December, the month we're in right now. This month should be literally included in the 2024 Game Awards. Like every other movie and television show awards, they do it for the year before because they include everything that came out that year. So we got Lollipop Chainsaw Repop for PS4 and Xbox One that came out December 2nd. Warhammer 40,000 Dark Tide, it comes out December 3rd, PS5. Anton Blast PC comes out December 3rd. Fitness Boxing Your Personal Trainer, Nintendo Switch, December 5th. Infinity Nikki, mobile, PC, and PS5, December 5th. Fantasian, Neo Dimension, PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, XS, just Xbox. The 5th, Marvel Rivals, December 6th, Marvel Rivals. PS5, PC, Xbox. Path of Exile, Early Access. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, December 9th. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Readers Rewind. You will be seeing that on my channel tonight. We played that. You will be seeing that tonight. Resident Evil Remake is going to be on mobile and Mac. That comes out today. So y'all Mac users and mobile users, look for that. Monument Valley comes out December 10th. Shirin Wanderer, The Mystery Dungeon of Serpentine Coil Island. That comes out the 11th. Entoria, The Last Song, comes out December 12th. The Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered comes out for PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Legacy of Systems, December 10th. And then finally, The Finals comes out on PlayStation 4, December 12th. And that is the games for December that should be all included on the Game Awards for 2024. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end today with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, so you can see just what I was talking about. And stay tuned later tonight for that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Readers Rewind, because you're going to see that tonight too. That's just for y'all. Brand new game. Just came out the 10th. Just came out last night. So y'all going to see that today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign you out with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. One of my top picks for Game of the Year, but won't be considered because of its time frame on the Game Awards. Ladies and jelly spoons, I give to you Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Just look at the graphics. You want to talk about next gen? You want to talk about beautiful game design? You want to talk about studios that need representation, studios that need acknowledgement and accolades for great game design, development. Look at the work and love they put into this game right here. And this is just the beginning, y'all. I'm about maybe 3 hours in. I'm in the Vatican in Italy. But this follows a lot of the movies that we saw. It takes place after, I believe, I forget where it falls in chronological order with the Indiana Jones storyline, but it's before the Dial of Destiny and the Shia LaBeouf one. And believe it or not, it is not Harrison Ford who does the voice. I just recently learned that. And I'm giving credit to the voice actor who did it because, bro, I thought you was Harrison Ford. I did not know. This game is absolutely amazing. For it to not be mentioned, for it not to be acknowledged, for it not to be put in any kind of contention with Game of the Year is a true travesty. But like I said, Hogwarts Legacy was slighted the same way. So as we come down to the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen, in the heart of Gamer Nation, my Game Ninja Maniacs, my Game Nation affiliates, you ask me my question, Game of the Year for 2024. Well, we just went through a host of more than 100 games. Games that were not mentioned, games that were not talked about, games that were not even brought into contention for the Game of the Year awards. And though I have many favorites, though I have many wonderful gameplay happy encounters, I have to say there is one game right now that stands out by far through all the games that I've played to me, and I haven't even gotten into it yet, as Game of the Year contender. It's that damn good. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. That's my pick for Game of the Year. And hopefully it'll get some light from more of the followers and more of the players. I hear it comes out for PlayStation in 2025. So y'all my PlayStation peoples, y'all hang tight. Y'all grab it scoop it up when it comes out. If y'all have an Xbox or somebody with an Xbox, go over and play it on their systems. If you have a PC, go pick it up. Go pick it up on Steam. My Switch peoples, y'all just don't have the graphical capabilities in order to do it. Sorry. Try it on PC or Xbox or PlayStation later in 2025 when it comes out. But if you are a gamer, you are doing a disservice if you do not have the ability to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Is it what you expected? Yes. Is it more than you expected? Yes. If you are a fan of Indiana Jones, you need to play this. You want to play this. It puts you in the role that we always wanted to be in when we watch Indiana Jones movies. And I've been saying it for years. With a Lara Croft and a Tomb Raider, it's like an Indiana Jones adventure with Lara Croft. With Uncharted, it's Nathan Drake like an Indiana Jones adventure. But nobody's ever made a next-gen Indiana Jones adventure. This is that game. This is what I have been waiting for many years to come along. And I am going to play the living hell out of this game. Hopefully I can get through all of it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been the Game Ninja Gamer Nation Awards, and you have seen the nominees and you have seen the games we have played the entire 12 months of 2024, ladies and gentlemen. And our pick for Game of the Year, arguably Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So until next time, from the Game Dojo, with your host, the Game Ninja. Game Ninja, I can't even speak right. I got the Ring of Power. It's gaming hour. I might have to bust some Indiana Jones. I've been busting it almost every day since I've been playing it. I've been putting in an hour each. And I'm quite enjoying myself, ladies and gentlemen. So from the Game Dojo, I love all of you. Stay loyal. Stay gamer true. I salute all real gamers. I salute all real game developers, gaming companies that have gamers' hearts in mind when they create these games, because fans are the reason why you have a company. And as long as you concentrate on that, you will be okay. Screw the corporate bullshit when it comes to these game awards and gaming companies. Buy them, for them, with them in mind. They can congratulate themselves and hug themselves all they want, but in the real life, in the real world, in the trenches with the games and the gamers, you are celebrated amongst us with our dollars, and we prove that by funding you. Hogwarts Legacy, my game of the year last year, 150,000%. Hogwarts Legacy, with over $1 billion in sales, proves me right. And Indiana Jones in a Great Circle, I'm liking these games. The RoboCop game we got. We've been getting some games with some great fan service lately, and I, for one, am thinking this is a step in the right direction. And I celebrate you guys, the devs, the companies, and the people who program and put these stories to life. I celebrate you guys. From the heart of Gamer Nation, I'm the Game Ninja. This has been my Gamer Awards 2024. I'll check you next time.